Hello jewelry friends, it's Amy and welcome to my Saturday feature-length video on jewelry. This is going to be a haul video from some different YouTube resellers or an Etsy seller. And so I wanted to share where I purchased these items from and talk about the jewelry that I have received. And I just want to say thank you real quick for being here. And if you could, just give me a thumbs up real quick. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. All right, so let's get on to the jewelry. So this is a new to me seller on Etsy, but I found her through YouTube. She has a YouTube channel as well. And I am going to talk about the pink truck picker. And there's her hand. Well, let me get my fingers out of the way so you can read it all here. Let me hold it up this way. And so this, the ladies who runs this YouTube channel and her Etsy shop. Her name is Eva, and Eva is right here from the great state of Tennessee, just like I am. She's a couple counties over from me, and I didn't realize that at the time. But anyway, so it's real neat to be able to. Where the places she talks about where she goes to shop and pick from, I'm like, ooh, I know where that's at. So we're finding some new shops, and the pink truck picker. Everything is pink. Here's my invoice. It's pink. And then she also has a little card in there asking for me to leave a review. I need to go do that. I haven't done that yet. And then look at the back side. Oh, isn't that cute? Now, I did ask her if she owned a pink truck, and she said no, not, but not yet. She'll get one day, I'm sure. And then, so this is what I purchased from her. I specifically went to her Etsy shop to purchase this cuff bracelet. This is alpaca with some abalone inlay shell in here, and maybe even some other pearl in there as well. Now that I get a close-up look to it, I just got this in the mail and opened it all up. But look at that nice little cuff in there. And she had said in her description on her Etsy shop that she didn't clean it, and I appreciate that. I enjoy cleaning my jewelry, and I enjoy having the option to leave it as is or to clean it up. And so I kind of did a little swipe to it and got a little shine on it here, and I still need to work a little bit more on the side here. I don't know if you can see that it's got a little patina on it, and that's okay. I will work on it and get it there, but there it is on my wrist, and I'm very happy with it. It's going to be a great stacker cuff bracelet. But inside the package, now, like I said, this was all I got from her. She included some free gifts for me, and I thought that was very nice of her to do that. Now, again, I'm not paid by any of these YouTubers or Etsy sellers. I just want to support them and share with you where I purchase things, because maybe you want to go there and purchase some items from these people. Again, I love supporting a small business, and I'm able to do that here. So inside in my gift, she included this little item right here and this necklace as well. So the necklace, I pulled it out and looked at it. I was like, oh, look how pretty. And I was like, oh, look at the green. I had mentioned my birthday was in August, and so there's a little peridot green color there. Now, it's like a peridot green enameling on there. And I noticed as I pulled it out that there was a tag on the chain back here. Oh no, you can't see it. It says 1928, and I was like, no way, it is. And I flipped it over and took a second look at it, because I just kind of flipped it over at first and didn't really pay any attention to the swirls on the back. But once I saw it was 1928, I was like, well, get out of town. It is a 1928 necklace. So that's real pretty, and it's just real different. It's got this little dangle here, and then you got a little chain here, and then another little, like, almost like Y drop to it. It's just really neat and unique, and so I've never seen anything like it, and I'm happy to have that. And this was really neat as well. Now, this is a turquoise colored enameling. It's got a little swirl to it, and you got a little red enameling there and a silver tone piece to it. And when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, that must be a brooch. I flipped it over in the back, and it's so much more than a brooch. So right here, I don't know if you can see or not, there's the bail for a necklace, so you can wear it like that. And then there's also 4 hoops through it. Oh, that showed it real good right there. So I could also run a chain through this one, and I could wear it this way, or I could run a chain through this one and wear it that way. Now, obviously, that's kind of the same. But then I got to thinking, well, why 4? And then I thought, well, I could probably put a thin bracelet or a cord through here and one through here, and then I could wear it as a bracelet as well. And I thought, well, that would be really neat. So I thought that was pretty cool. This is a very, very versatile convertible piece here that can be worn in several different ways. And it's not a brooch at all. There is no pin back on it whatsoever. So I thought that was really neat. And so these 2 items were free gifts from Eva at the Pink Truck Picker, Pink Truck Picker. And this was the cuff that I purchased from her. So go check her out. And she does have a YouTube channel where she talks about her hauls, and she talks about business strategies and gives tips and tricks for the Etsy. That's where she sells exclusively, is on Etsy. But we found her through YouTube. I found her through Hannah's Heirlooms, and we've all found each other, and we're just like one big happy family now. So it's all good. So anyway, just go over and check out Pink Truck Picker and see what else she's got. And she has links in her YouTube channel to her Etsy shop, and which is how I found the cuff. So and it's really neat on her Etsy shop too. You can, like, if you just want to look at jewelry, you don't have to filter through the other items that she has. So I thought, that was really how I found the cuff. I filtered it just to jewelry, and I was like, ooh, look at that cuff. So anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. And now I'm going to do a little hand motion here and put you guys on pause, and I'm going to change out the scene because I've got some more jewelry that I want to share with you. So here we go. All right, we've had a change of scenery here. So I have 2 different vendors here I want to talk to you about. This is going to be Beth from the Turtle Shell, and the excuse me, I'm still trying to get over this cold. And the jewelry is going to be from Perla at Perla's Precious. So we'll start with the Pyrex. Beth at the Turtle Shell said she also has hard goods to sell. And I said, ooh, any Pyrex in the chat? And she said, yeah, I've got some Pyrex. So she made sure to show this in like the backdrop of a jewelry haul. So of course that made me click on that live sale, and I was like, what about the Pyrex? And she's like, oh, I've got Pyrex. And so this is a Friggy, and a Friggy is just something you were supposed to put your leftovers in. It's got a little glass top, so this is like the precursor to Tupperware. And this is from the primary line, so there's the red, the green, the blue, and the yellow. And a lot of you probably know exactly what Pyrex bowls I'm talking about. I actually have a set of those mixing bowls on display. And then they also made a Friggy set as well. And so this is one piece of a 4-piece set. And sometimes you have to buy these things in bits and pieces. And I didn't have any of the Friggies in the primary colors. So when she offered that at a very reasonable price, I took her up on it. So got my first little set of Pyrex Friggy. And it's really neat too, because you can see how the lid, you can also put the lid on like that too if you need to stack it. So anyway, my husband said that y'all are here for jewelry and to quit talking about my Pyrex. And if I wanted to talk about Pyrex, I needed to make a Hello Pyrex Friends channel and talk about my Pyrex there. And I told him that y'all y'all would just like forgive me for this because I'm a little Pyrex nuts. Okay, so anyway, there we are. All right, so that was Beth at the Turtle Shell. Moving on to and back to the jewelry. Let's talk about Perla and Perla's Precious. Now Perla is out in California, and she runs a couple of sales, live sales a week. One is usually like little knick-knacky things and little small things like you would get here, and then the other is usually the other video or sale of the week is usually jewelry. And here lately she's been having $5 to $10 clearance sales, and so these 2 items came from her $5 to $10 brooch sale, and I'd purchased these from my last haul video from a couple of weeks ago, but they hadn't yet come in yet, so I've been saving them. And then since then she ran a $5 to $10 earring sale, and so that's where these came from. So let's talk about the brooches first. Now this one here, she was like, oh, this is a bunch of 90s goodness, and I was like, well, yeah, it is. As somebody who grew up during that time and didn't have the money for things like this back then, the 50-year-old lady in me is very happy to buy all those things that I couldn't have back when I was a teenager. And so this is just a nice little vintage but yet modern brooch, and it's just got this nice little stars going through it. Back, you gotta understand. Back in '96, we had the Olympics in Atlanta, and then not long after that, the Gulf War broke out, and so there was a lot of patriotism at the time, and so there's a lot of stars. That's why the star motif. Not that I think it ever really goes out of style, but it was just a little bit more prominent there in the late '90s, and so she had also had this brooch. And this is a Kirk's Folly, and I purchased this because I thought for Kirk's Folly this is tame, in my opinion. It just has 3 little strands here and just the bling bling right there and the 1 little star. And size wise for Kirk's Folly, I think it's about either average or small compared to some of the other Kirk's Folly pieces I've seen. Now, this is my very first piece of Kirk's Folly that I've owned. I've seen it for sale in other, at shops and stuff, but this is the first piece of Kirk's Folly I have purchased. And let me flip that around on the back here for you, and right there's the Kirk's Folly cartouche on it, right there. And anyway, I don't know if I would wear these two together. I mean, I could if I want to be a little much, but I just thought it was nice. I liked it. And again, reminded me 90s, stars, patriotism, that kind of stuff. All right, so fast forward a couple of weeks, and Perla had $5 to $10 earring clearance. And I was very upfront with Perla. She does a lot of vintage items as well. And I told her up front, I was like, I will only buy pierced. I mean, it's got to be something truly special for me to pony up for screwbacks or clips. So the 3 pieces of earrings I purchased from her are all pierced. And so again, with the star motif, got the rhinestone stars right here with a little more solid star beneath it, and just a single dangle or a single rhinestone on the dangle right there. And then I also wanted to point out how Perla packaged things. She punched the I don't know if she pushed them through or punched them out, has a punch, but anyway, she put the earrings on her little card that says thank you for supporting my small business. And then she would also, whenever they each came in their own little baggie here, got 3 little baggies, and this is how they came. And they got a little Ziploc up here. Well, can I say that word? Name brand Ziploc. It's got it's a resealable package. There we go. And so here's another set of earrings I got. This is kind of a matte gold, and it's got some lines in it right here and little bows right there in the middle. And again, very 90s, but also very me. So I'm happy with that. And then over here, this is kind of little, not really, these are not Ankline. These are probably wannabe, either Ankline or Versace wannabes. So we got some lion heads up here, and then dangling down from that, we got some more lion heads on some black enamel with a Greek keystone motif around them. And there's the back side. And so again, I think I paid $5, $5, and $5 for these. So $15 for all 3 of these, and just absolutely love them. All right, so again, that was Perla at Perla's Precious, and then I got the Pyrex from Beth at the Turtle Shell. So now I'm going to put you on pause again and talk about another vendor. So here we go for a scene change, and we're back. And so this necklace and earring set came from Jen and Joe over at Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds, and I did not pay a single dime for this. Do you know you can get free jewelry whenever you go to these online sales? Not all of them, but some YouTube jewelry resellers do little contests and giveaway during their live sales, and I actually won this for absolutely free from Jen and Joe at one of their recent sales, and I truly appreciate it. So I mean, this was free jewelry that she actually let me pick from. This was the 3rd necklace she showed me to choose from, and she always likes to do a little set. And so in addition to the necklace, I already got a set of pierced earrings to go with it as well. And then Joe packaged all that up real nice and mailed this out to me, and it just came in the mail today, and I was so happy because it came in time for this video. And so this is a double strand Rolo chain right here, silver tone, and then it goes down to a bigger chain down here, and it's got all these dangles. There's some gold tone and some copper tone down here on these dangles, and some have textures and some are hammered. Well, I mean, I guess they all have textures, but this one has a line texture and this one has like a hammered texture to it. And I was looking at it trying to figure out, should it go this way or should it go this way? And I really just don't think it matters. I think it just feels, you know, it's just like however it feels like I want to wear it that day. Because no matter, you know, I guess it can go either way. And then there's some earrings that go with it, and they have some nice little dangle sound to them. So I do not mind the sound of jewelry clinking together. So it's gonna be lovely to have these in my ears and listen to that as when I wear them. So I just wanted to give them a thank you and to remind all of you that, you know, I didn't buy a thing from them that day. I didn't, there was, it wasn't for like one things. It was just, it was a lot of various reasons, you know. Sometimes you don't buy because maybe there's something that you got outbid on, or maybe you're waiting because there's going to be another sale later in the week and you're like trying to budget, or you know, or like for me, I hesitate to say this, but I was at work, and so like I couldn't give them 100% of my attention because I was at work, and so, you know, maybe I missed something that I would have bid on, but that's on me, not on them. Again, you can always watch the replay and email Joe and Jen later, or any of the vendors for that matter later if you want to. But also, if you're not paying 100% attention, you might lose out on something to somebody who is paying 100% attention. So, but I was paying attention whenever they had the little contest giveaway, and I do appreciate very much that I won this and that they sent it out to me. I would have been perfectly happy if they wanted to hold on to this until I actually did make another purchase. But Joe is in charge of all the packaging and the shipping, and I got a notification that it was already in the mail before I even had a chance to email them to say, hey, you know, you can hold on to it if you want to. And so I truly appreciate that. Y'all, the YouTubers, the jewelry YouTube resellers on YouTube, I'll spit this out eventually. The jewelry resellers on YouTube that I follow are the nicest people, and they are the most caring people, and we are one big, very, very, very happy family that love each other very, very much. And it's these little acts of kindness and these little bits of love, like sending me free jewelry without a purchase, that is just truly kind, and just, I think, speaks volumes of Joe and Jim. So just wanted to throw that out there, and I wanted to encourage you to show up to some of these sales. All right, are you ready for another scene change? Because here we go. All right, last scene change. So I went out to City Thrift in Smyrna, Tennessee, which is a local thrift store we have here in Middle Tennessee, and did some shopping and found 3 earrings, and not the ring, okay? The ring I purchased because I wanted to show you with the earrings. So we'll start over here. We'll do left to right. So found a pair of crescent moon rhinestone studs. Flip those around, see the studs. And everything comes in little baggies, and they're sealed shut. They're stapled shut with the tag on it, and everything's hanging off that tag, on the little hook things. And so you can't get into them, and so you kind of got to fiddle with the bag to see if you can find any marks or anything. Well, I could tell these weren't marked, but I could also tell that they were brand spanking new as well. These have never been worn, and so I have cleaned them up anyway, as one would do. But at City Thrift, they have colors that are on certain percentages of sales. And so whenever I went green was on sale for 50% off, and orange was on sale for 30% off. And so I got these for whatever 30% off of $2.99 is. And I just thought they were super duper pretty, and I was like, yes, please and thank you. And so then I found these earrings. These are silver tone star earrings. studs, no markings on them whatsoever. Again, never been worn. You could tell by the way they were. And I purchased them because I wanted to wear them with this ring right here. This is a Carolyn Relios ring that I purchased from Anna at Vintage Jewelry Galore. And I kind of, these remind me of a Texas Star. And as a graduate of Texas Women's University with my master's degree, I am all about that. So when I found these earrings, I thought, well, that would look nice to go with these. And I think that's a fairly good match there to wear with my Texas Women's University spirit wear. And white is a color, one of their colors, and it was not on sale, so I paid full price $2.99 for this set of studded earrings right there. Okay, so then you know how they'll have little jewelry cases set aside, and I found these earrings in the jewelry case. Now they were on a card. They had some backs on them. The card did not match what obviously, now you guys are like, oh, those are inclined. Yes, they were. The card was not an inclined card. And so I threw the card away. I threw the earring backs away, and I've given these a really good bath because they were super duper dirty. But they were in the case, so I had to get help and had the little girl come and open the case for me because I thought for sure, because they were on a card, and I thought, I bet those are clip. And she flipped them over and she's like, no, they're pierced. And I said, thank you, I'll take them, because I could see the tag on them and whether they and so I thought, well, if the deal breaker for me was if they were going to be clips. If they were going to be clips, I was not going to buy them because they were only $4.99. Come on. Oh, dramatic effect. Being ruined by bad filming. They were $4.99, and so when I saw that they were pierced, I took them. And so yeah, got me some nice little incline, and these are huge little honkers too. I do like an incline. Here, let me get the right end of the. So these are about just over an inch in size. They're big. They're huge. They're definitely gonna be a statement piece right there. But I do like incline, and I do like lions in general. But I did not. But I don't have anything like that, so I was happy to have those. So my friends, that is everything I have for you today. So again, I got these at here. We're going to take that out of the equation. I got all that at City Thrift in Smyrna, Tennessee, and so. If you're in Middle Tennessee, try that place out. Go to Gems and Vintage Finds. Go to Beth at the Turtle Shell. Go to Perla at Perla's Precious. And go watch the Pink Truck Picker. Let me put this up here again for you to look at. And you can follow her. She does have a YouTube channel, but she sells off of her Etsy shop. So. Just wanted to point all that out to you. I want to say thank you very much for being here with me today. And I hope that all of you have a great week. And I hope that God blesses you greatly. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, that was Mr. Jewelry Friend, or Mr. Hello Jewelry Friends back there. You going to say it again?
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Okay, bye.